did.
That's right.
Never can it be anything that I do, but rather it is God that provides for me. And even though what God has already done, you see, sometimes we forget and think, oh, I've reached this point where I'm stuck and God ain't doing nothing in my life. Well, how many of you know that you can never say that even though you may reach a dry spell in life, guess what? God is getting ready to do for me. But too many times we give up on God. I think Jalen sings that song, don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. And sometimes I just let that song just live, because too many times we give up on God, because guess what? You may reach a dry spell and say, oh God, you ain't doing nothing. They were in exile. Lord, what's happening? We were once in the promised land. God, look at where we are now. We've been exiled from the promised land. Yet they need to understand that though God has done so much for you in the past, God is getting ready to do a new thing in your life. Brothers and sisters, it don't make no difference what it may look like. I don't care who may say no. I don't care who may say yes. But if God says it will, it will. If God says it won't, it won't. I don't care what the whole world may be against you. But I said that if God be for you, I don't know how many times people have said no about this application. People have said no about this. But I tell you that if God opened the door is open. I said that if God opens the door, you don't have to worry about it. God will make a way.
Yes, it will.
God will make a way. You may have been praying about that thing for so long. You may have been dealing with that thing for so long. I say to you, keep on praying. Don't give up hope, because God will fix it. God will do a new thing. For God did a new thing. He told Noah to build a ship miles high. It was on dry land, and he told him to build it large enough to contain the world's animals. It was a new thing. Everybody heard about building an ark when it ain't no rain? But he was obedient. He did that. When Moses installed Joshua as Israel's leader, the first order Joshua gave Israel was to march around Jericho's wall. Whoever heard talk of winning a battle by marching around the wall? They say you win a battle by fighting. But God said march around. I'm talking about a new thing. God says march around the wall, because God wanted them to know that what? The victory wasn't yours, but the victory belongs to God. He had them to know that I'm getting ready to do a new thing. Elijah commanded the Syrian general Naaman to dip 7 times in the Jordan River to remove his leprosy. It was a new thing. Because to Naaman, he figured that ought to have been something else that ought to have been done. Seemed like the man of God ought to have come out and done something, touched him or did something. But God says, just go and build. 7 times. You're talking about a new thing. And I don't care what God. You see, sometimes God moves out of the ordinary way. And we have to do what? Be able to say, well, God, I understand that you are going to do a new thing in me. Jesus walking on water and pasting mud on blind eyes and dividing a lunch bucket to over 5,000 people was a new thing. On the day of Pentecost, when the Spirit came, 120 believers, wind, fire, and tongues, there was a new thing. My brothers and sisters, we have to know that God is getting ready to do a new thing. How many of you believe that today? That I don't care where you may be in life, that God is getting ready to do a new thing. I say that you just hold on. I say to you, church, just hold on. Don't lose your hope, because God is getting ready to do a new thing. Brothers and sisters, God did a new thing for the children of Israel. They were living in exile when the prophet from Isaiah spoke. For they were a people delivered out of bondage in Egypt. Sometimes before God does a new thing, we have to remember where God has brought us from.
That's right.
Because too many times we forget where God has already brought us from. And I think if we take a moment to remember where God has brought us from, then we would realize that our future is brighter than our past.
Right.
If we would realize that it was God that brought us out, for it was God that delivered them out of bondage to Israel. They couldn't do it for themselves, but God did it. And God is saying, I'm getting ready to do a new thing. But brothers and sisters, if God has already done it for you before, what makes you think He won't do it again?
Right.
Too many times we've done it, but there were a people at you. Yet when we come, I don't care how good your faith may be, there is going to be something in life that will test your faith.
Yeah, it will.
There's going to be something big enough that's going to test your faith, but you have to realize and understand that God is getting ready to do a new thing. For they were a people who walked through the sea. For they crossed through the Red Sea, and yet Pharaoh's army got drowned. Yet they were people that were wandering in the wilderness for a whole generation, for some 40 years. Yet they were people who finally made it to the promised land. Yet they were people that lost their possession of the promised land. And I haven't over yet. God is saying, don't worry about it, for I'm getting ready to do a new thing.
Yeah.
My brothers and sisters, I hear the same God saying to us today, don't worry about your situation.
Yeah.
For I'm getting ready to do a new thing. I hear Him say that I know you may struggle with that thing. You may have struggled with it for a very long time. But I hear God saying, remember what I have already done. I hear God saying, yeah, don't get so caught up in the past, remembering that you forget that I am the Lord your God, and that I'm able to do a new thing in your life. Now, brothers and sisters, I wish I had some people today that realize that God is getting ready to do a new thing in your life. I said, I know within my own life that God is getting ready to do a new thing. It makes no difference. You may be going through the valley right now. But I say, hold on, my brothers and sisters, because God is getting ready to do a new thing. All you have to do is just hold on a little while longer, and everything will be all right. I said, I know that in life we're going to have some downs. There ain't going to always be sunshine, but there's going to be some rain that will fall in our lives. But makes no difference where you might be today.
Yes.
God is getting ready to do a new thing. Thank God. I realize what He's already done, but I have not seen all that God has in store for me yet. You have not yet seen all of the good things. Don't worry about your current situation. Don't worry about things as they are.
Yes.
Because God says, I, the Lord God, will do a new thing. And I don't know about you, but all the promises of God are true. And if you can just trust God, if you can just take God at His word and hold on, I declare unto you that God will do that new thing. Whatever it is that you want God to do, God will do it for you. I'm a witness
Yes, Lord.
that God can do just what He said. God will do just what He said. Satan comes, but the rod still kill and destroy. But the Spirit of the Lord is able to make brand new. He's able to renew our strength.
Yes.
Every time I'm weak, God does a new thing and gives me strength. From day to day, come what may, I'd rather be trusting in God
Yes, Lord.
than any other thing.
Yes.
Because God always got our back. God always opens doors that no other person can open.
Yes.
In this, I just look at it and say, God, just thank you for every gift, every blessing, every opportunity, every day, every moment, every person that I see, every person. Lord, I just thank you for life and health. Lord, I thank you. For I know, God, that you ain't through yet. God is not through with us yet. God is not through with you yet. God is still working. Even though you may not see it, even though you may think that it's a dry spell in life, God is saying, I'm getting ready to do a new thing. Just hold on, wait a minute. Don't give up on God. Because God won't give up on you. And I'm so glad to say that God never gives up on us. I don't care if the whole world be against you. God will never, nobody knows but you and God. The heartache, the lonely moments, nobody knows. But God said, I'll never leave you. Never forsake you. I invite you here today if you know the Lord as your Savior to come. While the blood still runs warm in your veins, I invite